Good morning, guys. Hope you're having a good day. I got a video today that I want to talk about that hopefully it's not uncomfortable for a lot of my people that work in financial industries, but I want to talk about commissions. Yes, commissions. Now again, most of you guys know that I work at a credit union, and my credit union, just like most other financial institutions out there, have a sales program. Now this means that we are incentivized to offer certain things to our members that can help them out, and if they are receptive to it or they get a certain financial product with our credit union, I am going to be paid. Okay? I'm going to get a commission. I'm directly going to impact my paycheck by selling a member something. Now, having said that, I want to pause and say time out. This is what I really want to talk about, not just, hey, I get paid for making commissions, but instead I really want to talk about why you just need to pay attention where you're working really with your financial institution or any salesperson for this matter. Okay? Commissions, they can alter the way someone kind of handles their business practices. If I'm told that I'm going to be paid by offering you something, what do you think I'm naturally going to do? I'm going to offer you something. Now again, for full transparency, I want to talk about some of the things that you can get paid for when you work at a financial institution, okay? Now obviously, you're going to get paid for some of the bigger things, and you guys probably already know this. I'm talking about things like a home loan, an investment account, a car loan, a credit card, personal loans, insurance referrals. Now these are all big banking products, and if you've kind of been to your institution a few times and you've talked to a lot of the representatives, I'd be willing to bet that they talk to you about a lot of these products, hoping that you will use their services so they can get a commission on it. Now these are just some of the big things. There are other things that still get you commissions. Things like your checking account, direct deposit, using your mobile banking, opening up a CD or a money market, using their bill pay services. All of these things make people money, okay? Financial institutions incentivize you to sell, okay? As you can see, commissions are very, very important to those that work in that type of industry. If I'm a real estate agent, if I am a banker, if I'm a car salesman, if I work any job where I earn commissions, it is going to be my goal to sell to you so I can make this. Now I want to ask you, is that a bad thing? And personally, I don't think it's a bad thing. And I'm not saying that just because, I've made money by making commissions, right? Offering something that can genuinely help you, and it helps the credit union, and it helps me, is a win-win-win for everybody, okay? But what I want you to really, really come away with is that not everyone has what I would say an ethical sales mentality, okay? Everyone knows this, but again, we don't really think of this enough. So I want to talk about a few differences between like an ethical salesperson that can make money by genuinely helping people and non-ethical salespeople that make money by harming people, okay? And that's what I want to make sure you guys don't ever have to deal with. It frustrates me that I work in an industry that people just flat out don't trust, okay? Because I want to help people out, but oftentimes I have to deal with all the bull crap that other people experience just because someone else wanted to make a quick buck off them. Because of that, they may not trust me. So I don't want you guys to be impacted by this. And so let's look at a few of these examples. So let's pretend you're buying a car, okay? And this can go for both the car salesperson and the banker, right? Let's look at it from the banker's perspective. Imagine, if you will, that you're going to get a car and my commission is dependent on how big of a loan you get with us. So let's say that you come up to me and say, hey, Michael, I'm really thinking about getting a car loan. I want to spend about $10,000. I'm just looking to get pre-approved and hopefully find a car that I really like and it fits my budget. So far, no big deal. All right, you're just looking to get pre-approved for a car loan. Not a problem at all. But let's say this, I put in the application, you're approved for your $10,000 car loan, but what if I get a bigger commission if you get a $20,000 car loan? So what if I say, Mr. Member, you are approved. Congratulations, everything's good. But I do want to let you know, like, you've got great credit and you've got good job history. You're actually approved for $20,000 if you want it. So is this a bad thing? Is this bad that, you asked for 10,000 and the bank is willing to give you 20, right? Not necessarily is it bad, but think about this. That banker really doesn't give a crap whether you can afford this or not. Okay, let's say they sold you a $10,000 car loan and they got a $100 commission, right? You go off, you live your life. It's a payment that you knew you could afford and you could manage it, and everything was fine. But what if you did go for that $20,000 car loan? Let's say you go do that. Well, maybe now you have a car loan that, yeah, it's maybe a nicer car, but you can't afford that monthly payment. Okay, but after that deal is done, do you think the banker gives a crap about that? No. They got a $150 commission. You got left with a payment you can't afford, and the deal's done. That's just one example. The banker is trying to say, how do I get the biggest commission possible? Well, a more valuable car is going to get me a bigger commission, so let's try and upsell this member, right? Another good example is the car salesman, right? If they say, hey, I can sell a $10,000 car for $11,000. Well, maybe they get, whatever percentage of the dealership's profits, right? But what if they get to sell you a $10,000 car for $15,000? Well, now their percentage of profit is much bigger. So they're going to be incentivized to screw you over. The more and more they screw you over, the more and more money they make. Okay? And this isn't really news. I mean, everyone knows about like the sleazy car dealer and the salespeople that work there and how they're out to get you and just no one trusts them. But at the end of the day, people still get screwed over by them, right? Because they don't do their homework. They're taking out loans they can't afford. They're overpaying for the vehicles, and they're getting screwed over. And the people that are selling them these things don't care because they're making more money because of it. Another good example is you buying your house. Rewind the clock back to 2008. You've got all of these companies that are helping first-time home buyers get their house, right? It's this wonderful thing that for them to experience, but they've never done this before. Okay, so if a bank says, hey, you're approved for $300,000, well, why would the bank approve something if you couldn't afford it, right? They wouldn't do that. But what was going on is these mortgage companies were giving mortgages that people couldn't really afford, knowing that, hey, I'm just going to make this quick profit and I'm going to sell this mortgage up to some other company and I'm going to get a fee for that. So they understood that who cares if they can't really afford it? That mortgage is going to be long gone by the time that they're actually having problems paying it. It's going to be someone else's issue, not mine. So what they're trying to do is get you to buy a bigger and more expensive home, hoping that they're going to get a bigger and bigger commission. Look at investment products, right? If they sell something that gets them 3% based off however much money you keep in that account, they're incentivized for you to just have more and more money in your account. Who cares if your performance goes down, right? They're lining their pockets because a lot of investment advisors charge a flat account fee. This is why I really like Wealthfront, because they don't have that fee, or at least I don't have to pay that fee just because they honor a certain dollar amount before I have to hit it. So what I really wanted to talk with you guys is just commissions, okay? It's kind of like an elephant in the room for a lot of the people, and I don't want money to ever be a taboo subject, especially with my viewers, because this is why I created this channel. I've worked at a financial institution. I despise seeing people get ripped off, so I want transparency. I have made plenty of money from commissions by selling things to people. But what I try to sell is not, hey, do you want this? Come buy it with us. Do you need this? Come buy it with us. What I try to do is say, look, what's affecting you right now that I can help out with? I have done thousands of car loans and I've made commissions on every single one of them. But the thing is, what I try to do is try to help people take their car loan away from one bank and bring it over to my credit union. If I save a member $8,000 in interest, well, yeah, I made a commission, but I also helped out that member tremendously. And what I wish everyone would do is make sure they're with an institution that genuinely is looking out for you. Okay? Forget lining their own pockets. Forget making commissions at the expense of others. This is your money. This is your account. These are your services. Okay? You should look out for you. Not everyone else is going to. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope this kind of helped enlighten a lot of what gives the financial institution a bad name. And hopefully, if people speak loudly enough and they vote with their money and they take their business to morally sound companies, we can make a change. But thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Hey guys, thanks again for watching this video. I hope you learned something new from it and you were able to strengthen your financial position. I'm going to keep coming out with more videos, so please stay tuned. But go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and have a good day.